And if you dare to accept it, He believes in you. He believes in you. He believes in you. He believes in you. My brother, what's your name? Chris. Stay right here. If the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. I preached that the first time in 1995 in Raleigh, North Carolina. It doesn't leave me. It follows me everywhere. People have heard that message, that series, and it still talks. But I just kept hearing God say to tell you, if the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. There is a dimension of adjustment God has been bringing you through. And in the last 2 years, everything you thought was true totally was reversed. And everything you perceived that you thought you understood even about this book has been challenged. But God wants you to know this book is about to become a brand new book to you. Your first season, you ate the book. It was sweet in your mouth, but bitter in your stomach. In this season, you will eat the book, but it will be bitter in your mouth, but sweet in your stomach. You are now entering into the fellowship of His sufferings and the power of His resurrection. It's a brand new day for you. And the bitterness is not a bitterness of I can't handle this. It's a kid eating asparagus for the first time, wishing it had something else on it, but Daddy is saying, it's good for you. You're going to thank me afterwards. The book is about to open in a whole new way. And there has been a deep yearning and a conscious frustration that have been in conflict inside you relative to the book and relative to your articulation of what's in the book. Because you have walked away from communicating the gospel again and again and saying, why didn't I say this? Why didn't I say that? Why do I hear this after the fact? And then, how come I can't seem to find my flow the way I used to? It's because God is disorienting you from what you thought was your strength and teaching you to rely on Him by weakness. And in that, you are going to find a level of power. You're going to walk up to the sacred desk in the days that lie ahead as a dead man. Because dead men don't care anymore what other people think. And when you walk up as a dead man, resurrection life is going to come out of you, and people are going to say, you're talking to me, you're talking to me, you're talking to me. And you're going to find yourself in a place of amazement, because you're going to say, I prepared this, but I said this. The preparation is for you, the delivery is for them. You are going to get to a place where you're not even going to look at your notes anymore. They're just going to be there to prepare you for the moment. But you're going to read the hearts of people, and the word that's going to come out of you is going to be the kind of prophetic word you have longed to move in. Because there's a dimension in you that says, God, I want that prophetic mantle. You don't have to want it. You've got it. What you've got to do now is trust it and let it emerge. But I promise you, the asparagus and the broccoli, you're going to chew on this book at a whole new level. And you're going to ask it some tough questions. But God says, I'm going to open it up to you. And the whole season you've been through has been simply to make you hungry for the asparagus and the broccoli. You know how to give people the ice cream and the icing on the cake. But now you're going to learn how to give them the nutritional elements that will strengthen them in a revelation of the Father's purpose. You haven't even begun to touch what it is God promised you. And you've come full circle. And everything changes.